check, mic check, mic check. Hello. So it's 8th of May and I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and I'm trying out stand-up comedy for the first time. Honestly, what bird is this? Can anyone tell me? So you know the story of Ugly Duckling, right? Today I finally get to see all the young swans. They damn ugly, sia. You can see. Like, can you imagine this is going to grow up to become a swan like this? Okay, so now I'm going to go get breakfast. Then I'm going back to the hotel to rehearse on my stand-up set. I feel like people here have difficulty understanding my accent also, especially because my Singapore accent is so heavy, right? I'm starting to regret a bit, but I don't know, I just want to make people laugh. Yeah. Not King Albert Park, this is just Albert Park. I think one of my biggest regret is not staying in an Airbnb with kitchen. Food here actually get kind of expensive. Could have just stayed at Airbnb and cook. Mistakes are made. Thank you. No problem. Okay, so I got my burger. It's $10 cheaper than my breakfast yesterday. So this is Prahran Market. A lot of fresh fruits and stuff like that. But I didn't stay in a place with kitchen. I'm just going to walk around and see like what's here. Probably not buy anything because I cannot cook anyway. So I actually came to Melbourne at the right time. Like, public transport is free. I think they are doing this because of the increase in the oil prices, and I think they are trying to get people not to stockpile petrol for cars. You really just hop on, hop off the tram, and there's no order at all. It's weird. I don't ever see Singapore doing it. So I think one thing that really surprised me in Melbourne is it's actually quite clean. Okay, so I think I just saw a dog pee in the market. I got my coffee. Now we're going back to the hotel to practice the stand-up comedy set.
We need to demand an end.
Just another day in Melbourne. I'm back. Okay, it's time for room tour. Okay, so why do people laugh, right? I mean, the most simplest thing is when you're happy, you laugh. When you're sad, you cry, right? There's something about comedy that makes people happy. As I grow older, it is actually like the easiest thing to wind down after like work and everything. I always wanted to do stand-up comedy, but I just don't have the courage to do it. I really like the whole craft of like writing, coming off a delivery, a punchline and stuff like that. When I started working on the script, everything that's in my head always come out not funny when I write it down. I've been rehearsing in my mind, and from my past experience, definitely have to say it out loud and act it. And I just hope I don't embarrass myself. Okay, so I actually rehearsed like 2 times, and I kind of like bombs. It just feels so unnatural, man, dude. Like I was holding like my tripod and like the script that I written, just everything just doesn't flow. Like feels so weird. Like it's so not what I imagine in my head. Stress, desperate times calls for desperate measures. Okay, so basically after 2 hours of like cringing at myself, I guess let's head out and watch me bomb.
Next tag, guys. Please welcome Jake. Show everybody! It's fucking lions, dude. Like, if you can't pay for petrol, fucking, I don't know. Sitting over here, I want to learn about new culture. My first time landing here, I saw Asian people everywhere. How the fuck does that work?
So I'm coming up soon. I'm actually fucking nervous. I spoke to some of the comedians. Very, very encouraging. They told me just to have fun. I won't see these people anymore. The nerves, man. The nerves is fucking killing me, bro. Dude, like, okay, let's hope I'm funny enough.
Dad was probably like, you're fucking next, man. You know? Guys, this is this guy's first time doing stand-up comedy ever. So please be really nice and gentle to him, and please welcome the very first timer, King who, everyone? Come on! Jump on, brother!
Thanks guys. Hi, I'm Koonvlog, and yeah, this is my first time doing stand-up comedy. And I'm doing this because it's one of the things in my bucket list, together with becoming white. So my plan for becoming white is whatever Michael Jackson did. Guys, my first time in Melbourne, and it's weird though. It's weird that everyone is so tall, because I'm the tallest man in Singapore. And rest in peace, Michael Jackson. That's all I have. Thank you guys so much. Thanks.
Guys, well, it's not for stand-up comedy. Give it up for King everyone! We only have a couple more acts remaining. Please welcome.
Hello. So that was my first ever stand-up comedy set. I actually shot this part back in Melbourne, but there was actually a helicopter evacuation at the hospital next to the field where I was shooting. Instead of blue sky and green grass, you get gloomy sky and green grass. But at least the grass is still green on this side. Yeah, so I guess my first ever stand-up set was kind of a success. Everyone came to me, told me I kind of did pretty well for a first timer, which was very encouraging. I went to Melbourne at a pretty good time because it was just a week after the Melbourne Comedy Festival. A lot of these comedians, they still have that fire and passion in them. Yeah, it was really heartening to see a community like supporting each other. You know, whenever like when we're drinking and talking and someone said something funny, the other community will say, oh yeah, you need to put this in your next set lah. My biggest takeaway from this experience is how to overcome the fear of failure. I mean, my set wasn't perfect lah. Looking back at the recording, I do feel that the delivery for some parts could be a lot better. A lot of the jokes that I written, I didn't eventually tell it because I was still a little bit nervous. It really makes me realize that the only way to overcome this fear of failure is to fail. The whole idea of being perfect does sometimes backfire and make us really second thought ourselves and not do and putting things off. So I think personally for me, I mean, working in film, working in video, I've been behind the camera all this while. I think like starting this YouTube channel is a great leap forward. It's also not to hide anymore and to chart my own course in life. Throughout the whole journey of making this video, I do feel like giving up sometimes because like you're in a foreign land and it is also really hard to like whip out your camera and start filming yourself. But I thought like if you never try, you'll never know.